Roctowns finest, we're back again. 100.9 FM WXIR, Stream Independent Radio. We have Zack Johnson in the building. What's going on, Zack?
What's going on, people? You tuned in to upstate New York's King of Comedy, Zack Johnson, in the building.
That's what's up. That's what's up. He loud too. He got like a big crowd in front of him over here, you know.
I'm what you would call a professional, ladies and gentlemen. I could have been asleep in the back and came out and still put on a good show. This is what I do.
That's what's up. And you're making a lot of moves, man. My first time seeing you was doing some skits and stuff. You was doing some skits. I think you was doing some with Prestige.
Nah, I never did no skits with Prestige.
No?
Shouts out to the homie Press, but...
Oh, I thought you did a couple skits with him. But I've seen a couple skits you done and walking through the garage getting followed or something. But I've seen a lot of different things too, because I've been to a few different shows out of town, and I can see Zack Johnson hosting, man. What's up, man?
I get busy, man. I do just enough to keep my cell phone on. That's all I'm trying to do. Just give Sprint their money every month. That's all I want to do in life. That's it.
Yeah. So what made you get into comedy, man?
I always wanted to do comedy, but being in upstate New York, you don't have a lot of people that's doing it, a lot of people that could guide you in that direction. I've had an affection for comedy since probably 7 years old. I remember staying up watching Arsenio Hall and watching his monologue in the beginning of the show. That's the part that he does the stand-up, and I was always intrigued by comedy, man. But like I said, being in upstate New York, you don't have nobody to be like, hey brother, you funny, you should try this. You could actually make a living out of doing this.
Yeah. So what was your first piece of comedy? Was it stand-up or was it?
It was stand-up.
It was stand-up.
October 15th of 2008. Out at the Comedy Club in Webster. I went out there probably 2 weeks in a row, watched the open mic, and was like, I could do what they doing. And that was it. Came back 2 weeks later, wrote some stuff, rehearsed in front of all my friends. I told 2 people I was going to go to the open mic, and 37 people showed up. It was like, we got to see this.
Okay. So how was it? How was your first experience on the stage?
My first experience on the stage, I fell in love with it. I mean, I recorded it. Looking back on it, I mean, it was garbage. Ain't nobody good out the gate. I mean, it was straight trash. But that night, I thought I was damn Richard Pryor. Couldn't tell me nothing. I said, this is comedy? I'm about to make all the money.
Yeah, that's funny because I just seen the clip with Richard Pryor's son.
Yeah.
He went to Apollo.
Nah, his son ain't that good.
But he got booed.
Just because you got everybody, all comedians get booed at the Apollo. Unless you beatboxing or doing something weird, every comedian gets booed at the Apollo.
Yeah,
if you ain't never been to the Apollo, it's a different experience. They sitting there waiting to boo.
Have you ever thought about doing the Apollo?
Nah, I ain't doing the Apollo. It's not.
You don't want to get booed?
No, it's not comedy conducive. It don't make sense for me to do it.
He said, I'm not doing it.
I mean, if it's a comedy show at the Apollo, I do it. But if it's live at the Apollo, no buenos, no thanks. I don't need that.
Okay, some of your with being a comedian, with some of your show, what do you base it off? Real life or
life experience? Everything that I say, like I'm one of the what you would call a purist. Everything that I say on stage is real. It happened. It may have a twist on it. It may be slightly exaggerated, but everything that I say happened. Okay. I like to talk about obscure observations. I talk about my life. I like to bring you into my world.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I like about you is like it's consistency. Like I say, I've been to different cities and different places and I've seen you, you know, and then I can see you the next week back here, you know, performing at another show, and then it's like back to back.
That's how you keep your cell phone on, man. You gotta stay on the grind. Sprint don't care about nothing about I ain't have a show this week. They want theirs.
What can you say? What would you say was like one of your best moments on stage?
All my moments are the best. Whether it's I go to a small intimate show and there's 7 people in there, as long as they're ready to have a good time, that's the best. Or whether I'm on stage with Ja Rule and Ashanti in front of 10,000 people at Canal Side in Buffalo, that's the best. Going to Jamaica doing a show, that's dope. Going to Montreal in the Just for Laughs festival, that's dope. Like every moment that I get on stage, I feel like I'm blessed. I love them all.
Okay, so now I'm about to pick your brain. Give me your top 3 favorite comedians and why.
Top 3 would be Dave Chappelle, D.L. Hughley, and that's the third one is a tough one. Probably Uncle Trent.
And why?
Uncle Trent.
Why did you choose those 3?
I chose Uncle Trent because I've been around to watch his progression in comedy. I call myself upstate New York's king of comedy, but I'm bigger than upstate New York, so he is upstate New York's king of comedy. I've watched his progression, and that boy, he gonna be a star. D.L. Hughley, because eventually I see my comedy going in that direction. He talks about he has a lot of political satire, and he's doing more than just shucking and jiving. Like, you watch DL show, you're gonna mess around and learn something, and eventually, once I get off my NIGGA stuff, I'm gonna be there. And Dave Chappelle, just because he the GOAT.
He the greatest of all. So let me ask you this. They had, in social media, they were stating that, David, you're really not that funny, but he contributes more towards the white.
It wasn't a they. That was Faison just talking about that. He's being a weirdo.
Okay.
Everybody know Dave the GOAT.
Yeah. What you think about, like, there's, like, for instance, like Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club, there's a lot of beef and stuff going on there. Now it's getting to where the comedians are beefing. What you think about that? Do you think, because some people look at it as a way as, we're funny, we talk about each other, that's what we do. Then there's comedians that get offended and all that stuff. What do you think about that?
Comedians got real thin skin. Just because we talk about y'all don't mean we want y'all talking about us. don't get that messed up. But as far as comedians beefing with each other, it depends on the relationship. Like, if we have a relationship and you do something to violate that relationship, I'm gonna have a problem with it. But if we don't know each other and you decide to say something and I decide to fire back, it ain't no beef. We ain't gonna fight when we see each other, nothing. You gonna say what you gotta say, I'm gonna say what I gotta say. We gonna your people gonna start watching to see what I gotta say. My people gonna watch you to see what you gotta say. We gonna mix crowds, and that's it. That's gonna be the end of it. Okay. But if it does go any further than that, then I'm gonna beat you up. I'm 6'3", 210 from Joseph Avenue. I don't really got too much play in me when it comes to.
Come on, man. I'm not a comedian. Stop.
Like, comedian is just the title. Like, I was a man before I touched the microphone. So sometimes people be forgetting that. Like, this is just my job. Like, people expect me to be funny all the time. Like, when you yelled in there, you was like, Zack, I ain't never seen you quiet. You probably ain't never seen me off stage, because off stage, I'm very reserved. I don't do much dancing and shucking and jiving and, ooh, look at me. No, I don't do all that. It's the difference between being a comedian and being a clown. I'm a comedian. That means I'm an engineer with words. I'm a word wizard.
That's what's up.
I don't do stuff just to be getting laughs out of people. That don't appeal to me, because I know when I'm on stage, I'm gonna get laughs. Like, outside of that, I'm just chill, man. Chill, laid back. I don't be cracking all these jokes.
Good father. Good father. Good father. I know.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I was late because I was dropping my daughter off. We was hanging out all day. Trying to get her social media buzz up.
That's what's up. So, what do we expect from Zack from now?
Man, that's a hell of a question. Because I don't even know what to expect from me. I got a couple shows lined up. I'm just winging it.
What's the next show? Put it like that. What's the next show?
Next Friday in Charlotte, I'm doing this cigar lounge. It's called Smokes and Jokes. So next Friday the 13th, and then the week after that, I fly out to Texas to do 2 shows with DC Young Fly at the Hippodrome Theater. The first show that sold out, the second show about to sell out. After that, man, we just working, man. Like I said, we just trying to make sure Sprint don't cut me off one way.
So what's the best cities that showed you the most love?
Everybody showed me love because I'm really, really good. I'm exceptional. Everybody shows me love.
Extraordinary and all that. Okay.
There is no one city.
But you know what? That's the attitude you have to have when you're whatever you're doing, man. Because like me, if I'm doing music, whatever, DJing, whatever, I get on stage, it's like I'm about to kill this. It's no like, okay, I hope I do good. I hope I can do it. I'm about to kill this.
That's how I feel.
This my show.
I can't wait for the person in front of me to get off so I could go on and be like, yo, I'm about to tear the roof off the building.
Yeah, that's the attitude you have to have. You know what I'm saying? Determination, strength. You know what I'm saying? So, what you got to say to everybody that's watching right now before we sign out?
Yo, keep listening to the boy Doc, man. He said Jack Johnson was gonna be on here. I thought he was talking about the boxer from the '60s.
Oh, shoot!
I was like, I don't know who Jack Johnson is. I was like, I guess me and Jack gonna be on the show.
Oh man, I gotta do some editing.
I thought that's the boxer from the '50s that was knocking out all them white boys, and they ran him out of America, ran him over to England.
It was boxing like this, man.
Yeah, it was called fisticuffs.
Oh shoot, I gotta fix that, man. It's too late.
No, don't worry about it. They, you know.
I have a Richard Pryor moment, Jack.
Don't even worry about it, brother. But if you on any social media, the couple people that's out there watching, I see you only got 4 viewers, man. But hopefully when you replay it, hopefully it'll be in the hundreds, because I had some other stuff to do today. But
I got 6.
Way up here talking. He got 4.5 followers out there. Well, one of them is me. You can't even count that. The other one is Jazz. You can't count that. Half your audience is here right now.
So that brings them down to 2.
If we log off right now, you ain't gonna have nobody watching. So watch your attitude, sir. I don't think I like your attitude.
It goes down right here.
But I like what you're doing, man. Just keep at it. Consistency is gonna be key. That's what I tell everybody. Like, you got to be consistent in any form of anything that you are doing.
Actually, this is our first live show with guests, man. This is the very first.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And people been in and out, But what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna chop this up.
It look good, man. I like how you got like the Sports Center thing on the side, and
man,
that's impressive.
It's a lot of different things I can do with this, man. I can switch angles. I can do video calls wherever you are. I can pop you on the screen if you call in.
That's dope.
All that stuff, man.
I know, but this interview about me though. So can you tell them about that next week?
No, I'm saying because I can get Zack down here.
Put it on him.
Yeah. You know, you can talk about that next week. Don't care about that.
Because due to the fact he's one of the people viewing in.
Nah, but you know what? I really like how that looks. Like it looks different from everybody else's Facebook Live. So I like that. So whatever you doing, man, keep doing that. Keep investing in your craft. Like, you're gonna be all right, brother. You're gonna be all right. Every time I come into town, I'm gonna just hit you up, like, yo, what you got going on, man? I'm gonna come down there and mess with you.
Come on.
I'm gonna come in this hot basement and mess with you.
Usually it's cold though.
Man, it's hot as hell in this basement. It's burning up in this basement. Jazz, your butt ain't cooking?
No, my feet was cold, but I'm warming up.
Smell like muffins over there.
Cold off.
Warm muffins out the oven. It was too hot for me over there. I ain't want no parts of that. Yo, shouts out to all my dudes on Hudson in front of Fellerman selling weed right now. I'll mess with y'all. We gonna get it together for you, brothers. It was a windy day, so I know it ain't really been that good for y'all. But we gonna get it together, Rochester.
That's what's up. Zack,
you said you used to rap, man. Let me hear something. Let me hear some bars.
Yeah, he's gonna make me
man, nothing.
Maybe pull out the one.
You ready? I got the beat.
You know what though?
Let's get what's called.
You know what though? I'm gonna give you a spelling bee. I'm gonna give you a test right now. I ain't did it in a while, but I'm gonna give you a test right now. I need a faster. Speed it up. WILLKILLUTUNK. I need acapella because it got a little echo in here. It's throwing me off. I need acapella.
No, you gotta take that off. Take the headphones off. You gotta get in it.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
The bars. Doc Williams, let's go.
Yo, this is spelling bee right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to take you back to the old school when Daron Warrick used to DJ. You know what I'm saying? Yo, check it. I'm WILLKILLUPUNKS, no the DEAL. This isn't the END, it's the beginning. I'm WINNING, winning. What are you SAYING? Is it that you can BEATME? No, you must think AGAIN. Put that together, you come up with think again. My BROTHERS. Told me the WORK, my hardest. Now I'm making the KILLING. Operating on the STAGE. It's DOC, DDYNE, cause I laugh in they Emmy. I don't PLAY cause I'm not a GAME. I grab your girlfriend and then I TAME. I knock her BOOTS, but I use a Jimmy. And then when I'm DO and Nisha tell me I'm her only. And that her BOY friend is corny and he's phony. I let her IIDE me just like I'm a pony. honey. And Bobby Brown will tell you that she's not my tenderoni. I spin up all her M-O-N-E-Y, that's her money. And T-R-E-A-T are sweet just like honey. The D-O-C, D-V-Y-N-E is on the T-O-P. Dropping S-H-I-T like I'm sitting on the toilet seat. Wiping you away with lyrics from my M-I-N-D. Taking over H-I-P, H-O-P since the 90s. S-U-C-K-I-E-R-S, strong far behind me. This is a T-E-S-G from me, a spelling bee. Oh. That's how it goes down. I told you. That's how it goes down. That's how it goes down.
You went back on
That's how it goes down.
You know that rap was old. He made a Bobby Brown tenderoni reference. He said, I might be Bobby Brown, but I'm not your tenderoni. I said, okay, that was.
But you know what? My kids do it now. My kids do it now. My son got the studio downtown. Rover, he got his Negro League, all that. He got his thing going on. He's doing videos. He's doing lots. When people come to me for studio time, I got a booth in there. I got all that stuff in there. But I send everybody to him. He's doing his thing. The kid's doing it now.
Yeah, that was so
I'm just taking everything to a new level. That's all.
Man, well, what advice do you have for anybody that's in this rap game, like, and they trying to do it locally?
What I would say,
big pieces of advice.
What I would say is for one, you can't do what everybody's doing. You know, everybody's sounding like all that stuff. Locally, you need to push yourself. You can't stay local. You have to reach out, because if you're going to stay local, you're going to be local. If you're going to sit here and say, I'm the best MC here, I'm the best.
Some people be like, I won a rock award, I'm about to retire. It's over.
Yeah, it's like
thank you, Rochester.
That's the thing is, you have to reach out, push your craft. You can't wait for a deal. Nobody's going to come and say, here's a deal. You have to go out there. You have to show yourself, show your face, engage. You have to get out there. That's my best advice for everybody.
That was my advice. My advice, if you are going to get any form of celebrity, Rochester is an amazing place to start, because if they like you here, they're going to like you anywhere. This is a tough place to please folks.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Like, man, listen, Rochester,
like
crowds be easy everywhere that I go. Like, but when I come home, I'm like, y'all gonna act like this? Oh no! I be having to go hard on Rochester. So, but anywhere else, it'd be a cakewalk. So this is a great place to start, but you cannot finish here. Like if you plan on, if that's it. Like that's why I had to go. I did every venue in Rochester. I've done Blue Cross several times. I've done the soccer stadium. I've done the auditorium. I've done the Armory. I've done the convention center. Like, there's no venue in Rochester that I haven't done. So once you do that, you be like, yo, I hit the ceiling here. Like, I hit the ceiling here years ago. So once you do that, it's time to go. It's time to go. You have to go.
And if you
That's my advice.
Yeah,
go.
If you have a Rochester grind, you can grind anywhere.
Anywhere.
If you got that Rochester grind, you got it. Wherever you go. Don't be afraid, just go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And this dude just brought me back out. He made me rap.
Look, he about to drop a mixtape next week.
I'm about to get in the booth now.
Doc Williams mixtape dropping this weekend.
Nah, he was about to get back into the studio and make it happen.
That's what's up, man. Thanks everybody for coming out. You know what I'm saying? And thanks everybody for watching. All five of y'all. Hit me on all social media. The 7.5 people that's watching right now, I'm on all social media. My name is The Zack Johnson. That's TheZack Johnson on all social media. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's Snapchat, that's Black Planet, that's MySpace, that's Christian Mingle, that's Uber Eats, that's Tinder, that's Plenty of Fish, that's Patreon, that's YouTube, that's Ymail, that's Gmail, that's Bang Bus. That's XNXX. Yeah, I know what that is. Don't be looking at me crazy. You know what XNXX.com is. That's RedTube. I'm on everything. The Zack Johnson. My website is thezackjohnsоncomedy.com. Hit me up on all of that. You hit me, I hit you back. You got any questions about comedy? Your first 3 questions are free. After that, I'm charging you. That's what's up. The one and only Zack Johnson. Rocktowns finest. We have Jazz. We have Daron, Warrick. And we had a good time tonight. Thanks everybody for coming out. I enjoyed you.
No doubt.
No problem, brother.